Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Anissa Bell Rose. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on. Put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So in this video, my people, as it pertains to the Jamaica Agricultural Society, they're saying that there's a major increase in food prices coming up this Christmas season. So I want to brace on yourself for that, my people. I want to take a listen to this clipping that I obtained from the TVJ News and I want to hear how much it got increased by.
Expect a 20% increase in vegetable prices for the Christmas period. That's according to the Jamaica Agricultural Society JAS. It's the body that represents the thousands of farmers across the island. President of the association, Lenworth Fulton, says while he understands that Jamaicans will have to dig deeper in their pockets as some of the crops are already priced higher due to scarcity, there's nothing that farmers can do presently to alleviate the problem.
It's an act of God, and even in areas where you could get some vegetables up in the St. Andrew Hills and so on. You have road problem there, and by the time you clear the roads and all of that, mature crops, including coffee, would have rotted in the field. So it's something that we hardly can do anything about because nobody expects this sort of weather pattern, and when it comes, you can't do anything about it.
As for meat products, he says there will be adequate protein to feed both tourists and Jamaicans. The JAS president says, based on information, there's a surplus of eggs and pork. As for chicken,
there is sufficient broiler meat in storage and enough broiler chicken still being raised by both the contract farmers for the two major chicken companies and the 35 to 40% small farmers in the broiler meat. So we will have enough broiler meat. We are not saying that you don't need imports. You do need, but it needs to be regulated because we have 300,000 farmers here who, if you displace them, you are looking on mayhem. But you tell me one institution that have the policy leverage to protect 300,000 farmers and to protect the 8% of the primary product from agriculture that make up our GDP. 8% of our GDP is 1.36 billion US.
And I also seen other news circulating, my people, that sugar price is gonna go up too, as well as flour. And you know, with flour comes other stuff like bread and so on. So this one, this year Christmas, I don't know how merry it gonna be for everybody, but still let my people wanna try on the best and make sure they wanna have enough food. We know the money not so pretty already, but to expect this 20% increase, and remember, right after the Christmas season, we call it the whole tampering season of the whole January day, where it seems like it takes forever for you to get paid. It seems like it takes forever for the month end to come. So my people, I still try to tell you, say, you have to economize. Same way, you have to just go and pinch little, because let us see what this 20% will work out to be the amount. Drop on the comments in the comment section and tell me what you think. And in this segment, we have about 9 government contracted funeral homes crying out for monies owed to them amounting to over $100 million, my people. And right now them are cry out, say them nah bury no more bodies, no more unclaimed bodies. But before me jump into it, my people, remember to drop a like, share and subscribe. We know that we have a few government contracted funeral homes that are responsible for, collecting bodies of persons who have passed away, whether it be from the hospital or wherever. And they are also responsible for, burial of unclaimed bodies for persons who may be homeless and so on and so forth, or families, unable to bury them because of financial, constraints. However, two of these persons who are contracted by the government to do or to carry out these works are crying for unpaid money estimated to be of 100 million and more owed to them by the government. And one such is a certified embalmer and funeral director, Calvin Lynn. And right now, he has stopped burying unclaimed bodies because the people want them money and can't get them money. And this money has been owed over the last 6 years. Can you imagine, my people? Over the last 6 years. And Mr. Lynn is basically saying that up to mid-November, he had 20 unclaimed bodies waiting to be buried. And right now, him halt all of that process. He said the position is that the contractors across the island would have a backlog. I represent the vast majority of contractors except two, and the information I have is that the backlog at the moment concerns the paupers or unclaimed remains. To my knowledge, most of the contractors are not carrying out any burials, even though we get the instructions, because we do not know who is going to pay us. We can't work for nothing. I've made attempts to get an update from the Ministry of National Security and its agency, the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine. I sent a letter via email and I sent an original by courier to an officer in the Ministry of National Security Institute of Forensic Unit. The information to me is that they are trying to get us paid before the year ends. They said they don't want to go to 2024, and I told the officer that it should have not even reached 2023. And that is so true. And right now it's also saying that there is some confusion as to which government agency is responsible for paying them. How can there be a confusion when the government contract these funeral homes to bury unclaimed bodies and to retrieve bodies from wherever? And between the forensic unit as well as the National Security Department don't know who is responsible to pay these funeral homes? They must be kidding. Mr. Lynn quoted that there is a problem with the ministry and the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine. It is also has to do with the police in each parish. We were told by the forensic unit representative that when the contractors bury these unclaimed remains, having received the instruction from the police in each parish, then the police should pay us. How the police pay for government work, basically government contract these funeral homes. So when you see, my people, there's gonna be a whole heap of backlog of unclaimed bodies, and right now these funeral homes are not burying these bodies. So what's gonna happen? The government have to move them hand quick and fast because the people have been outstanding payment from 6 years ago. Now another contracted funeral home, Mr. Cornwall is speaking out, and he is the owner of, funeral home Tranquility, who is also contracted by the government to collect bodies from Kingston, St. Andrew, as well as St. Thomas. And is saying that he's owed a substantial amount. He didn't quote the figure, but he too is owed a whole heap of money. But the difference between him and Mr. Lynn, he says that he will continue to do the burial for the unclaimed bodies. So having heard the plights of these two government contracted funeral homes, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of National Security, Courtney Williams, said that an audit was being done to determine how much money is owed to the contractors. But Mr. Permanent Secretary, how so long this your audit you take? 6 years now, and they're still doing the work and cannot be paid. He also said that there are limitations to the contracts between the forensic unit and the funeral homes, meaning that in basically I say the contract that the forensic unit have with the funeral homes is that the funeral homes should not include burial of paupers. Really? So why didn't they make that clear to them? So where will the unclaimed bodies or the pauper bodies go if they are not contracted to bury them? So who will bury them? The government responsible for unclaimed bodies to bury them? When you talk up in the comment section, my people, and tell me what you think about all of this. Over 100 million allegedly owed to 9 of these contracted funeral homes over a 6-year period. So drop an honest opinion in the comment section and make a reason. But don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anissa Bell Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notification shout out in each and every video to be a part of that. All you have to do is be the first to comment, like and subscribe, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. This notification shout out goes to Dwight Gray. Big up yourself, Dwight Gray. Thanks for the continued support. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family, subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos. On the road to 20k, stay tuned for more videos. Big up on yourself.